Hey everyone. So I have a lot of things to tell you today. So first of all, I've finished two of the five books I chose for Mystery May. So the first one was Murder Past Due. You'll remember that was the one with the cat on the front. So that one was, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was about Charlie Harris. He's a retired librarian, I think, and now he's doing archive work for the library. And he inherited his aunt's house, and he lives there with his cat Diesel, and he takes in boarders. And so the story is about this one boarder that he takes in, and he's the university student, child of someone that he knew. And, they get along well and everything's going good. But then it turns out that I keep wanting to call him a child. He's 18, 19. So, I mean, the boy, the young man, he finds out that his father is not really his father, that his father is this famous author. And then it goes on from there that the author ends up being killed, and they're trying to figure out who did it and not have this young man charged with it. And the whole thing is okay. I mean, I'd love to give it a better review, but Diesel, the cat, is kind of the main draw of the book, which I get. I mean, it's part of the Cat in the Stacks mystery. But there needs to be more to it than just Diesel. I found Diesel was sweet. He's this cat that that Charlie walks on a leash and takes everywhere with him, and he's very kind and gentle, and always seems to know when someone needs something, needs a paw. But it's just not enough for me. I found the rest of the plot it just wasn't exciting enough, didn't really have enough to it. And I read a lot of cozy mysteries. So I think one of the things I was really missing is usually with a cozy mystery, there's some sort of a love interest. I mean, it's not, anything heavy. It's just, a little slow burn, a look or, touch of the hands or, something to kind of make you think, oh, maybe this is going somewhere. And there wasn't that with Charlie. Didn't even get a hint of anything, whether he was straight or gay, whether he had any interest in anyone in the town, just nothing. And I think it kind of left the character a little flat. You didn't really get a lot of emotion or compassion from him, more from his cat. So anyway, 3 out of 5 stars for that one. We'll leave that alone. The other one that I finished was Cavaliered to Death. Now that was another cozy mystery. This one about dogs instead of cats. And it was actually really good. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. I found that it had the romance, it had a little more excitement to it. The woman in it, her name is Kat, and she is actually not a dog lover. She's the only person in this town of Barkville who is not a dog lover. She broke up a dog fighting ring and got bit by a pit bull, I think. And I know, why is it always the pit bull? But anyway, got bit by the pit bull, and ended up in the hospital. And so she was traumatized by it all. So the people that had the dog fighting ring got put in jail. And so she's tried to move on with her life. But her aunt, Aunt Char, runs a kennel in Barkview, and is surrounded by dogs, including this champion cavalier that she has. And so the whole thing is about everyone in town being excited about this competition between these cavaliers, and someone ends up getting killed, and dogs are disappearing. And so they're trying to figure out what's going on. And of course, it looks like Aunt Char is guilty. whether or not she is. So it's up to Kat to try and come to her rescue and solve this mystery. And there is a little bit of a romance there because she's working with her Uncle G, who is the police chief, and then an FBI consultant comes, and his name is Russ, and he's all the things that she thinks she wants, and she's interested in him. He seems interested in her, and so there's a little bit of an attraction there. And then she, as the book goes on, she learns, of course, to realize that dogs are not all evil, and starts to fit in better in the town. So it was really good, and I thought it had enough twists and turns and enough romance to keep me interested. So I really like that one. So again, 4 out of 5 stars. Wouldn't give it 5. I tend to reserve those just for books that I could see me reading again, and ones that really kind of strike home for me. So wasn't quite that good, but still a good read. And the other one that I just finished was Swan Light. That one wasn't part of Mystery May, and I don't think I kept the picture. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it was good. It was the one that was set at a lighthouse in 1913. And then we go from there to 1984, I think, all in Newfoundland. And it was all about Sylvester Swan, who built this lighthouse because his brother had been on a ship and it had crashed into the rocks because there was no lighthouse and they didn't know where they were going. And so he made it his mission, and he was a young man, but made it his mission to build this lighthouse, and became the lighthouse keeper there to try and keep that from ever happening to anyone else. But there were some people in the town who really didn't see the value in it. And so as time went on and the lighthouse, the ground wore away in front of the lighthouse, eroded. And so it was getting a little iffy because the lighthouse has less and less ground to sit on, and it really needs to be moved backwards. And the people, the banker in town doesn't want anything to do with that. He seems greedy. I mean, he has, his reasons and different things, but, you get the impression that he just doesn't care. So then it goes from that scenario to the 1980s, where this woman is a diver, and she does salvages and things like that. And a woman from the town hires her to look for the lighthouse, because the lighthouse by then has fallen. And so she's asking her to find the story behind the lighthouse and to go ahead and dive for it and see what she could find. And so the diving is a very small part of it, really, because it's really more about the story of Sylvester Swan and the people that were around him, and what happened leading up to the lighthouse falling. And I thought they did a really good job of it. It was really interesting, and being from Canada, I enjoyed the fact that it was set in Canada. So I don't know if I gave that one a star rating. I'd probably give it a, I don't know, 3.5, 4. I found it was a little, there were times it took a little bit to get to the point, but for the most part, it was really good. And the characters were interesting. And the diver had a bit of a love interest too. And Sylvester Swan was a really interesting character. And there's a girl that he meets along the way who ends up becoming kind of part of the whole story and part of his life. And I found her really interesting as well. So that was that one. So those were all terrific. I'm reading The Dead Girl in 2A now, as well as, Spirited Swindler, I think it was called. I haven't, I barely started it, which is why I can't remember the name of it. But is that what it was called? Yeah, Spirited Swindler. And it looks like it'll be pretty good. It's another cozy mystery. The Dead Girl in 2A, not cozy, but so far it's really good. So we'll see. It's very much a mystery right now. What's even going to happen in the book, or what's even going on in the book? But I have high hopes for it. We'll see where it goes. All right, so that's that. Now I did go to Costco and found a couple of books that I had heard recommendations for on Books and Jams, I think. And so I picked up a couple of those. The Librarian of Burned Books. And that one says it seems to be set in 3 different places. So it says a captivating World War II era novel about the intertwined fates of 3 women who believe in the power of books to triumph over the very darkest moments of war, inspired by a true story. And I can't turn anything down that's about World War II. I tend to really love those books. So I'm excited to see what this one's all about. That'll probably be sometime in June. And then the other one, and I haven't read the first one. I'm hoping I don't need to read the first one, but it was a middle grade book. It's called The One and Only Ruby. And I apparently there's one before that called The One and Only Ivan. So I'm hoping I don't have to read The One and Only Ivan to understand The One and Only Ruby, but we'll give it a try. And apparently there's also The One and Only Bob. So anyway, I'm interested to see what those are all about. Books and Jams really highly recommended this, so it's like, okay, I'm in. We'll see. So that was all the book. So there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I did a little shopping this weekend, found myself in this store called Karma. I confess I'd never even heard of the store. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was always there and I just didn't notice. But anyway, this gentleman come out and offered me a sample, and the next thing I know, we got talking, and I ended up in the store getting a little, facial treatment there, and ended up buying their products. So just, full disclosure, some of them I bought, some of them they threw in for free. I said I would do a review and all of that. So I haven't used them yet. I'm finishing what I've got first, and then I'm going to start using them. But I thought you might want to see. And I know this is not about books, this is about skincare, but you know what? It's my channel. So I decided I was going to do this. So I'm going to show you what's in the bag. I didn't even take it out of the bag yet because I wanted to show it to you. So put it in the bags, just very plain, just says Karma. And he actually emailed me all of the instructions on using the items too. So let's see. There is Polish and Glow Mango Scrub infused with mango extract. This one, let me smell it. I've even smelled it. Oh, it's yeah, smell it through that. I'm not going to try to get that off. You know what those things are like. But I assume it smells like mango. All right, and then there is the Multivitamin Recovery 24-Hour Moisture. Here's what this looks like. And I guess this one's slides. Too many things in front of me here. All right, so give me a second here. And this opens. I think it. I want to break the box. It's kind of pretty, but bear with me. Oh, look, had a flap. Okay. All right. Oh, it's very pretty inside. Very fancy. And it comes with this bottle of the moisturizer and a little spoon to put it on with. I wonder if this one has a scent to it. It does, but it's very very mild and very creamy. So it looks like a really good moisturizer. And when we did try it at the store, it seemed really nice. All right, can I get this open again? We'll see here. There we go. Okay, it's easier now that I know what I'm doing. All right, so that one is really good. It has a certificate of authenticity. It says this certifies the gold leaf is 99% pure 24 karat. You have purchased as authentic and original Door 24 karat product. Okay, so that's the moisturizer. Let's see what else is in there. Okay, this is the 24 karat gold facial peel system. And I see I've got it this time. So this looks pretty much the same inside. This looks to be, and it's got the little spoon as well. This stuff is a little more kind of orangey inside, if you can see it there. Uh-oh, this one's on tighter too. There we go. Okay. So let's see this. All right. Ooh. Just ended up putting some of it on my fingers. So that one, you can see it's got little flecks of gold in it. And this one was the facial peel. So this is the one I remember him trying on my skin, just on my hand. And I got way more than what I need because he said it's very concentrated, so you don't really need much. But you leave it there for a couple minutes and then you can see it peeling off any dead skin and things, which I'll spare you that. But but it's it seems like a really good product. So that's the facial peel. Now I've still got more boxes here. So what else have we got? Okay, so this one is the stem cell eye serum infused with grape stem cell extract. This one, how does this one open? Oh, see, they're very easy once you know what you're doing. So this one looks like that. And okay, so this one is just a little spritz. And that one, it says use every other night. And if you apply a bit of serum under the eye and above the eyes, it prevents saggy skin. And again, very concentrated, so you only need a tiny bit. And then this one, oh, this one slides. All right. So this one is the stem cell anti-aging wrinkle treatment. All right. So we're going to slide this one out. Oh, yeah, this one was really neat, just the way it looked. Looks like, and it's like a syringe. Is that right? Off. I wanna. I'm scared what to do here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So if we pull that off, yeah. And then it slides out like that. And so again, just a tiny bit is all that you need. So they said that this would do about 2 years because of the fact that it is so concentrated. So anyway, that was my purchase on the weekend. So I'm going to finish what I'm using now, which is Clinique. I don't use a lot of makeup, but I do use skincare because, the older you get, the more you want to cover things up and hide things. And so once I finish that, I'm going to try this and see what it's like. So I'll report back later and let you know, after a month or so of using it, how it is. But yeah, thought you might be interested to see it. Like I said, it's at Karma. The person that I spoke with, he was super nice. Worth going there just to talk to him. He was really great. His name is David, and yeah, we had a lovely conversation, and I'm excited to try the products and see what they're like. So anyway, that was that, and I'm going to get ready now and go to work. Excited to finish the rest of the books for Mystery May. And I think I'm most excited about the Agatha Christie book just because I've never read Agatha Christie. I'm interested to see if I actually like it. I think I've always been a little scared that I wouldn't. I don't know why. There's a Canadian author who's very famous who I'm not going to mention their name because I don't want to poison anybody against them, but I've tried multiple of their books and was never a fan. So and they're very famous. So now with this one, it was like, okay, we'll see if I like it. But first of all, I'm going to finish The Dead Girl in 2A and see how that turns out, and I will report back. So I hope everybody has a great day. I've been sitting here talking through this whole thing and didn't even have one sip of my coffee. So I'm going to go finish my coffee and get ready and go to work. So I hope everybody has a great day. Bye bye.